So, four friends, two gunshots, and one of them is a suspect. Hello, book nerds. Welcome to the official podcast of Book Nerds, India's leading author agency, known for its book marketing and author branding services. So, today we are in conversation with Mr. Subhav Roto Majumdar, author of The Affairs of Bakshi Ganj, an IITian graduate, football player, and tried his hands on harmonica too, and now a successful author. Welcome, sir. It's an honor to have you here with us. And as I have read the book also, so it's like a meeting the author is like a dream come true for me. And congratulations, as your debut novel is already making waves. So, welcome, sir. So, uh, yeah. So I'd like to start with my first, I'm very much inquisitive about one thing that you are from IIT background and you have cleared such a difficult entrance exam and you have taken admission in one of the very respectable college. So after studying IIT from science to literature, from maths to language, how come this shift? And that too a murder mystery. Why not some other genre?
Yeah, actually, I studied at IIT Roorkee. I studied earth sciences there, um, and it is more about analyzing different, uh, you can say, manifestations of the planet, and making interpretations based on that. So that thing leaves you a bit analytical. I mean, there are things where you try to think and try to develop them into some sort of story and some sort of you can say a investigate them and build up a story based on that. So that part stayed in me. So when I went in a job, I used to go to field and do the same type of things, and slowly uh, that trait, you can say, that built up in me helped me to write a murder mystery, because that is the only thing. I mean, in a murder mystery, you have to build up a story, you have to build up an investigation, and you have to be analytical, you have to develop different, you have to find out different evidences, group them together, and then work out a mystery and ultimately present a solution to that. So that was what I tried to do in the book. So it was
I
just a,
too, yeah. I too, personally, I feel that writing a suspense thriller or like a murder mystery is it's one of the most difficult genre because the story should be very gripping, it should be very fast paced, and whatever reasons you provide, like the twists and turns, they should be very believable. Like the reader should trust, okay, this is happening because this happened. Something cannot happen automatically or immediate. You have to justify all the things. So writing this book was like a cakewalk kind of thing for you, or was it really complicated? And if it was complicated, how you manage that?
not exactly, I mean, somewhere in between the two. I mean, during the writing phase or during the build up phase, I was very conscious to not to let the story slacken a bit. So I had to find out plots that fit in the entire story mold, so that the reader always, I mean, does not find it predictable towards the end of it. He has to think of a solution, and then I have to make out another way. So this is the solution. You can go another way out of that. So I had to build up the story in a way that the reader does not feel that, okay, this will end it like this. I have to put new twists in that. So that was a part that felt a bit difficult. But then some of the characters that I have picked up, they were actually part of my, I mean, of my entire, I mean, you can say my friends as well as some people known to me. I had picked up those parts. So that part was easy. But then this build up part was a bit difficult to me, for me.
Yeah, that is what I think. Like for murder mystery, it is very difficult to build the plot. The genre murder mystery or suspense thriller, it becomes very difficult to keep the continuation also, and there are many subplots also you have to join, and then you have to take the story ahead. So I've read the book, and honestly speaking, it was like from the first page itself, I found it very, funny kind of, and the humor which you have put, like where Shubham explains his long name, like why his name is Subhabroto Devraj Majumdar, and I was like smiling. I love that. I love that, and I love the taste, and I love the humor also. And even the twists and turns were quite good. So, like those twists and turns where whatever you have mentioned in the book, where they exactly planned, they happened according to your plan, or few of the things you changed while writing.
No, I mean, I developed a basic concept of the story, tried to write it down, found out that it becomes a bit predictable. So I had to go through multiple editions of that, I mean, multiple versions of that, and added more plots and subplots to it so that, I mean, the story does not appear so much, I mean, to make the story a bit unpredictable towards the end of it and to make it more engaging. So that was the, I mean, I think it was about 5, 6 versions of it, or 5, 6 editions of that. And ultimately, the final edition was, I think, seventh or eighth edit version of that story.
Okay, like it means like seventh or eighth edition, you were like finally satisfied with what the story came up. And that means you kept on, the change was going on slowly and slowly, and you made the things accordingly. Yeah, yeah. So there are four basic characters: Shubham, Rajneesh, yeah, Ramanujam, and Bunty. So out of these, like Shubham is the main character, and the story is narrated from everyone's point of view. Everyone is thinking, and then the story is moving ahead. And that is quite interesting, and that is like the thing you have managed very well. Like while I was reading, I never felt that I have to flip the pages and I have to look, oh, where it was left and how it is getting like connected to the other character. That was something very nice. I really connected to the story very well, and all the four characters were also very interesting. You have pictured the whatever their background was, why they came to IIT, what all they were doing. So out of this, who is your favorite? Which one do you think is very close to your heart, and why is it so?
Of course, Shubham, naturally, because I had added a lot of parts of my own character to that and tried to develop it in a way that I would myself have liked to be.
Okay, okay. When you mention Shubham, so there is something which I would definitely like to ask you. Like, why did you create a character Bunty related to Shubham? Like, it's a kind of what I felt like. It's a kind of split personality kind of thing. Shubham always thinks that there is one Bunty, and honestly, you wouldn't believe. While I was reading, I thought that Bunty is there till the end. While I reached the end, and then his friend told him, "Ki, you were telling that Bunty is there, but I know there is no Bunty," and all these kind of things. So why this thing? Like, do you think that because nowadays, like too much of this psychological issues are going on, you introduce this character, or do you think that it was needed? Because while reading, I never felt that you needed a Bunty. So why there was a Bunsy?
Bunty was given introduced to, I mean, to you can say, put a twist to the tale so that no one would ever, I mean, think of that part. So okay, there is a separate character. I mean, there is not a character which is not, it does not exist.
Mm.
So that was just a bit of surprise I wanted to put in the book. So I introduced Bunty in that. So there was no conscious effort to make it a psychological thriller, just to make add a little bunch of surprise at the end of it.
Okay, so like you wanted to have that character just to give the twist, and that twist
Right.
is like revealed at the end. Like because while reading, you never come to know that the Bunty is something related to Shubham only. You always, while reading, I always felt that there are four characters, and at the end, I come to know that this is Bunty is something which is Shubham's imagination.
That's this is what are you? I mean, I wanted to make it a character which Subham always wanted to be, but uh, ultimately could not. I mean, he had didn't he has had some own limitations, which
Yeah.
he tried to his limitations. He tried to personify as a separate character. So that character was Bunty. So I just wanted to add that part, but did not want to make it a too much of psychological thriller. Just a bit of surprise to that.
Yeah, that was really a surprise. That was a surprise. So, what I like, I want to know that after completing the book and like you are done with the book and you are going through the pages, have you ever thought that the ending could have been something different? Like after finishing the book, or someone suggested you, uh, might be your friend or somebody suggested you that you could have kept some different ending?
Uh, um, I wanted to keep it as a cliffhanger, but there were friends, yes, there were people who have read this book who wanted to be a bit more, concrete. They wanted something that would be, a bit, you can say the ending has to be concrete so that people would realize, okay, this happened and this is the end of it. But I did not want to keep it as that. I wanted to people themselves to imagine what could have been a better ending. People would themselves think of a better way to end the story so that they can be a integral part of the story themselves. So I kept the ending like that.
Now you could have gone for like this is my point of view. I think that you could have gone for uh keeping the ending open, and you can have gone for a part two also, like the story the way.
I wanted to keep it as a cliffhanger. People there was all the characters at the end are alive, so there are chances of a part two as well.
Yeah, yeah, you can go for that. It will be quite interesting one. So moving to characters once again, I found the character of PK, the boss. It was also like it was very relatable kind of like boss. Basically, when you think of boss, you always think that way. He's very self-centered, running after power and money. So how you conceive that character of PK, the boss, and his father-in-law, and that pup they which they kept, the dog. Have you ever met any person like him, or it was like totally your imagination? Okay, a boss will be like this kind of.
PK was, my boss. During initial part of my career, I had a boss like PK. His name was not PK, but that's something different. I made him PK, but I had a boss like that. So uh, I really, during the weekends, I really thought of ways to kill him.
I can't believe this.
Yeah. So, I kept that part of my boss.
See, that's something. No, you when I read that like those portions of PK, they made me think also the same way. Like, oh, this is very true, very relatable. Bosses are like that only. Sending Ramanujam to the jungle and with the map, and every time he's drawing a map, that was something very very funny and very humor. I certainly appreciate the humor part which you have kept, though it is very very difficult. It's like my next question is that only like while reading from first page itself, I was like the idea of Bollywood is like something very very interesting because I'm totally a Bollywood fan. I enjoy all these Bollywood movies and Bollywood this thing. So like while I was reading, I was like, oh, Bollywood is there. Then the second thing, it's a murder mystery, and then the third thing is humor. So three things. It's like three corners and it's like a triangle. And to maintain the balance in a murder mystery with humor and with Bollywood, it was, I think it has been very like, I think it's very difficult to maintain that balance and keep on going with that story. And that too in a very fast pace and different characters are coming. That was very nice. So you targeted on a larger audience, keeping that humor and Bollywood factor, or it was in your mind? It just went in a flow.
Yeah, it was in my mind. I always, I mean, was very, attracted to Bollywood movies. Those movies I had named, those heroes and heroines I
Ruivar,
mentioned,
Jansir, all these you have mentioned the book also.
they were part of my, growing up. I used to watch those movies and those heroes and heroines that I mentioned. They were also, when we were young, there was only DD1, National Network. So those movies used to be, telecast at the time. So those heroes and heroines that were at the time, I, I mean, I had a great bit of, a bit of fan of them. So I tried to pick up those characters and put me in a story so that they can become part of my first book. So that was a conscious effort. And secondly, I wanted to invoke a part of nostalgia in people. I mean, people who are my generation,
Yes.
they would be a bit nostalgic while reading the book. So that would serve as a hook to them. And same with the humor. Same with the humor. I mean, when the when your I mean the pace of the mystery may be slackened a bit as one goes to as one goes along with the book. So the humorous things were placed just to keep the readers hooked to the book. So that I mean there isn't a part of where the reader feels that okay, it is getting the mystery is getting a bit boring. Let us skip 2 pages and then go to the third page like that. So I didn't want to happen. So those things were kept for ideally for these things to keep the
That is
reader book to the.
Yeah, that's true. No, humor has really worked. I too enjoyed that, like humor part and Bollywood part, everything I enjoyed that. So, um, one more thing, like as a writer, do you ever feel that while writing the book, you are like stuck somewhere and you are not able to decide what should I do, what should like what kind of how should I proceed? I mean, how should I proceed to continue the story? If something like that happens, like while you write the book, and what exactly you do then if you are stuck somewhere?
Yeah, I got stuck in the book multiple times. Most of the time I used to take a break. I mean, break for 2 3 days. Try to read more books about the same genre, so that my ideas get a bit. What I mean, I would get more ideas about how to go ahead with the book. So that was the way. I mean, take a break so that you can have a bit of time to think about it, as well as read more, so that you can find a way out of that. That was how you can say dead off phase. Can any dead off phase about writing?
So you maintained a timetable kind of thing because I think you wrote and then you had a job also and you were writing also.
Yeah, I when I wrote, I was in Bombay. So, writing, I used to stay in, Navi Mumbai and used to commute to uh, BKC. So that was about 1.5 hours.
Okay.
So while going and while coming, about another 1.5 hours. So that was the time I used to think about the book. I mean, about what might happen, and then write at the night.
Okay. Mostly at the night. Ah, it's peaceful also at the night. You can focus and concentrate.
No one disturb.
Yeah. Yeah. So, while reading the book, like while I was reading the book, one thought which came to my mind, honestly speaking, like while I was reading, I was like, "Ki, the story is so fast paced. Bollywood is there, humor is there. It's it's a perfect book for a movie adaptation. It can go for a movie. So if someone comes up with an offer for movie adaptation, what would be your reaction? I just
It would be very happy with that. I was saying to him, many people told me about the same thing. You'd be very happy if somebody makes a movie on that or a web series on that.
I think one should go for this one. This has got that that content, Bollywood content kind. It's very fast, enjoyable read. So this can go for that. So finally, I come to my last question. It's like, when is your next book coming up, and which genre? And we would also like to have few book recommendations for our viewers.
Yeah, maybe in about 3 to 4 months, because I just skipped it to Dehradun. I mean, I need some time setting up things, and then I will concentrate on writing something again. And it will be just hopefully a continuation of this book, a second version, part two of this book.
Okay. So how much time it took while from the concept I will go for like when you started penning down the book, how much time it took to complete the book?
About 3.5 months.
About 3 now. Oh, it's very less, I think. I thought it takes too much of time in writing down the book. 3.5 months is, I think it's a very less time with time period is like you wrote it down and everything was done. Okay. So any book recommendations for our viewers?
Yeah, you can go for The Silent Patient. I like the book very much.
Yeah, I also read that one. That is good, no doubt.
And it for humor, I used to read. I love reading Catch 22. That book, I mean, I loved it very much.
Catch 22.
Right.
Okay, I've never thought. Okay, I never heard also. I find it out. Okay.
Yeah, it's Joseph Sargent's book about the end of World War. So,
Okay.
just to give you an idea how absurd war is. So, the
Okay.
story is written in that point of view. So, there was a lot of humor in that. And you can say dark comedy, some type of thing.
Okay. 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 I'll definitely try that. So, it was nice, sir, and thank you so much for your valuable time. And I loved the book. I enjoyed reading it. I have mentioned that again and again that it was really a fun read for me. Mystery and everything was there. And congratulations once again for the success of your book, and wish you the luck for your future endeavors. So it was wonderful interacting with Mr. Subaroto Majumdar, the author of Bakshi a murder mystery. The viewers, you can go and pick it up. If you have not read this, you should go for that one. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much.